Hello and welcome to the final episode of Things That Make You Go Wow. On today's episode, we'll be giving you an overview of things that we've done this year, things we're proud of, and kind of where we would like to see kind of our work move forward. But first things first, everybody but me. Are we looking forward to going back to uni? And what is exciting you about final year?
Yeah, I can't wait. Go back to chemical engineering. What a degree. I'm looking forward to the project, to be fair, the final year project. That should be really interesting. But I'm not looking forward to revising again and doing work in the evenings. Cry.
Yeah, I think I'd say the same. It's been amazing having a job and being able to go home and not do any work. Definitely one of the best bits about placement. Looking forward to going back, finishing my social science degree, and writing my dissertation on research engagement in higher education, which links in quite nicely with what I've been doing this year.
Yeah, same as the other two, going back to my biochemistry. And yeah, probably looking forward to my final year project and getting to do some weird and wacky units, including biotechnology. So yeah, what are you looking forward to? Where are you going tomorrow?
That's an unknown, slightly double question anyone asks graduates. But I'm looking forward to moving back to London really, and then seeing what life has planned for me, but hopefully staying in the higher education sector. Alright, so what have we done, guys? What have we done? So the last time you heard from us, we were in the middle of Engaged, our learning and teaching festival. So we will be catching you up on all the things we've done from then on, starting from Engaged. Matt, take it away.
Yeah, so as Tamaris mentioned, we just finished Engaged. For those of you who don't know, it's our learning and teaching festival that we ran in February and March, quite a long time ago. We got some amazing student feedback, I'd say. I actually got over 200 students given written feedback, which is a great number for us. Obviously, we engaged with many more as well. So yeah, there was 2 talks and 4 events. Very sort of interesting, innovative, trying to make students think outside the box. And I think we got some great responses, which we presented the other day at ULTUC, and they sort of loved it. So overall, it was a very good festival.
Yeah, something else we also presented at ULTUC was some key findings from our reports. We did some thematic projects and used research methods like surveys and focus groups. We also did coffee chat sessions to talk to students and find out what they thought about our themes: inclusivity, sustainability, research engagement, and employability. And then we just disseminate. Well, this will be disseminated via the Learning and Teaching Hub, where we've put up all our resources. So we were happy with those. We gathered feedback from a lot of students.
So what's some key findings? Give them a flavour of what your one key finding could be to around your projects.
Yeah. So probably in my project, one of the main findings I found was that students, when they look at skills, they don't really want it as like an add-on, like a come to my little skill session unit or have like an optional unit. They actually just want to have the skills integrated into their course and in their assessments, and to actually just embed them that way rather than having them as an add-on.
Nice.
Yeah, so the key finding from mine was that students' sort of definition of sustainability might be quite narrow, focused mainly on the environment. And then once they had the broader definition of sustainability, which is UN Sustainable Development Goals, all that good stuff, they're really interested in having that embedded in the curriculum and learning about it from their lecturers, for example. So that was my main finding. So fingers crossed in the future that actually happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of similar to Matt's, different as it's not through the lens of sustainability, but students really enjoyed hearing their lecturers speak about their research and learning about current research in the discipline. It made their degrees sort of more tangible. So it would be great if lecturers can bring in their research careers into their teaching.
Great. And for my theme, I think one of the big findings for me was around assessment. Students seem to be experiencing such a high volume of kind of like bunching And they didn't want that reduced, but they wanted more opportunities to do formative assessment, do different forms of assessment, whether that be like mood boards in the sociology of climate change, if I've got that right, and a whole range of things, whether it's like online presentations or role play. So hopefully with curriculum transformation we might see these more innovative methods of assessment which will be more inclusive for everybody. So yeah, I guess that's what we all learned. But again, like Alice said, you can find all of that information on the hub, and we're really excited to share it with everybody. So what else have we been doing? We went to Belfast. When did we go to Belfast?
Last
2
month?
weeks ago.
This month? 2
Yeah.
weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
For the CEDAR conference, which I believe is about student engagement and academic development. And for that conference, we did a workshop session, I guess, talking about our role, challenges, the good bits. We also talked about Engaged and the huge success and the fact that we ran the university's first student-facing learning and teaching festival, and we got a really positive reception from everyone who attended, and so we are looking forward to presenting it again with some added juicy bits at Raise in Newcastle this year. So look out for us if you're coming to Raise and say hi. Okay. Alright guys, so what have been your highlights of this year or your favourite achievement?
So my one was presenting at my first ever conference at Pedria, which is the something in Plymouth. Sustainability conference, I think is the summary. So that was really interesting. Presenting alongside my colleague, Dr. Karen Angus Cole, which was fantastic. Sort of summarising everything that we've done this year, and got some amazing feedback. It was a proud moment, I think, standing up there, presenting my work, and people saying, yeah, this is amazing. So yeah, that's definitely the main highlight for me.
Amazing.
Yeah, I was going to say conferences as well. CEDAR was great fun. We're looking forward to doing it again at Raise. So I think we've been very lucky that this, as a placement and a grad job, has offered us so many experiences beyond just working.
Yeah, I suppose one of my biggest achievements is actually creating the hub that we've made. So having our workshops and our good practice guides and our projects and everything up on there, and actually seeing them being used by staff is really good. So I presented my workshop myself at my old school back in Wales to try and improve employability amongst school students as well, and also I know computer science used part of my workshop as well to look at ranking different skills and how important they are for employers, and I did them with students, and then my colleague Jo Hatt, she did it with the staff of computer science to show the differences. So that was pretty cool, seeing all of that.
My favourite moment would have to be guest lecturing on a unit called Leading Change Management, and I was lucky enough to have Dr. Deborah Lewis invite me to come and speak to her students about being a change agent in curriculum transformation, particularly around my role in kind of inclusivity. And that was such a great opportunity to, I guess, speak to students and raise the profile of my amazing team and all the work we do, and really just discuss what it's like, I guess, being both a staff and a student in this project, which does have its major benefit to, I guess, showcasing our work and getting students involved in curriculum transformation. So I really enjoyed that. Yeah, that's my highlight. So, guys, big questions. What would you like to see moving forward, either for your theme or just student engagement in general?
So my big thing at the moment that I've been working on over the past few weeks is vertically integrated projects. So this is where students will be working cross-disciplinarity as well as with other years that are on your course. So sort of as you go through the years, you take up more senior positions on a certain project. And I think that's what would be amazing for this curriculum at the university, to have students from different degrees working with students from other degrees, which was found in Engage and the feedback that we got, that students actually want to see this. And the work we've done so far, it's clear that staff are also interested. It's just trying to actually get it to work.
Yeah, so on a more student engagement side, I think that students should be encouraged to engage at different levels. So not just as evaluators, but also as participants and change agents. So not just getting feedback from students, although this is important, but also getting them to workshop and think through this feedback, hopefully with other students and ideally academic staff as well.
Amazing.
Yeah. I suppose in terms of student engagement, the thing that I'd want to see is just more active student engagement rather than just sticking with a survey. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that we're all surveyed out as students. We've had so many surveys. And just as in, I think staff tend to just want to know the student's perspective on work a lot. And I think survey doesn't do it really any justice. And the best way you can get it is just by actually sitting down and talking to your students, and that can be in any sort of way, whether that be in like an official forum, or it could be just going for a coffee with some of your students and just learning a bit more.
Yeah, definitely second that.
Right, and then just kind of adding to that, I would even still agree that just definitely more kind of student-led portion of student engagement. I think what we have achieved as a group of 4 students this year, well, 4 students and staff members, has been quite powerful. So we've engaged over 900 students, which is quite incredible. And I think we were able to leverage our existing networks of students and kind of got given the resources to really engage with those networks and did some incredible work. So hopefully there will possibly be more positions like this, or in some way, shape or form like this. I guess that would be quite nice to see, to kind of continue this legacy of student engagement. Lovely.
Yeah.
All right, so before we head off, we would just like to say a couple of thank yous to the CLT and the SU, basically for taking care of us and supporting us throughout this whole process. Wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Any other shout outs, guys?
The students we've worked with, especially.
Yeah.
As in, I think we got to around 1,000 students directly engaging with, so thanks to all of them, basically. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had a job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to all the CDOs who are our thematic partners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yes.
love you.
Yeah.
And don't know what we would have done without you. So thank you and farewell from myself, Tamara.
Matthew.
Alice.
And Lou.
All the best. See you guys.
Bye.